Hi everybody, it's me, Corey T, and
Johnny B.
my SP.
The SP. Hello.
It's been a very long time since Johnny came on the channel.
Probably not a year, but...
Yeah, probably about that. It's been
probably a year.
absolutely ages.
God.
And life has changed dramatically.
Yes.
We have changed. We have evolved. Lots of things have changed.
We have a little human now.
We have a small human. Oh, we should go and get him and maybe he can be in it. I don't know. Maybe another video we'll do that. But anyway, I thought it would be cool because last night I was asking people on my Instagram some questions to ask to Johnny, and we answered a couple of them on the Instagram yesterday, but now we're going to do it on the YouTube content format.
Yes. So I only know 3 of them, which are the ones you asked me yesterday. I actually haven't seen any of the other ones.
Lots of these questions we get asked over and over and over again, so we're just going to answer them again because they are your favourite questions. Right, so the first one though is, how does it feel to be a dad?
How does it feel to be a dad? You asked me this yesterday, right? Yes. So to reiterate what I said yesterday, it's amazing. It's just, it's incredible. It's amazing. That moment when we first saw him in the C-section was, one of the happiest moments of my life. It was incredible.
Yeah. Oh my God, that makes me feel emotional when you say that, because it was, as I talked about in my birth story video, I was looking at Johnny to see what his experience was like, and he had tears in his eyes, and it was just like, just so...
The birth story wasn't all positive, by the way. It was pretty stressful, actually.
Yeah, it was really stressful.
The ending, when he came out, was amazing.
Yeah, and I think maybe because we'd been through all of that as well, like... Yeah, it was a really beautiful moment. And Johnny's just been amazing, like, getting to know Noah and staying up with him at night, and, we've been really sharing the role pretty well, haven't we?
Yeah.
He's
Great.
So cute, and we just can't stop saying, "Oh my God, why are you so cute?
Yes.
Why are you?"
We do a lot. We just stare at him a lot, don't we?
Yeah. Right. Other questions. Hang on. Let's see. What made you? It says, what made him shift and stay, or cause that dynamic shift in his eyes? So basically, why did it work this time? Why did it work this time round when for years before it just hadn't, and you'd been away?
Because this was always the time. And sorry that I always come up with the same answer, because you probably heard me say this before in like another video, but this was always the time we were supposed to be together, 2021, June 2021. That was like our time to start.
But you didn't know that.
Properly.
You didn't know that before.
Sure, I didn't know, but I always thought it's going to be in the future at some point. And when we got to June 2021, I was like, yeah, this is the time. And
why,
it has been the time.
Why was it that time?
I don't know if there is a why. It's just like a feeling that I had. It just made sense. It was never the right time before.
No.
Obviously, we were in, quite a lot of time. We were just on different continents.
Yeah.
It was hard to. We had a lot of. Yeah, there was a lot.
That was the narrative, by the way. I just thought he would always just go away. Every time we got close, he'd be like, "Right, I'm taking a job in this country or that country." So for a long time, whenever we were actually together, I just had this fear that he was gonna say, "Right, I've decided to take a job." You know that app that he had this app, this TEFL.com app, where he would look at teaching jobs, and he was always looking at it. It was like he was secretly, in my head, I was thinking he was secretly looking at these jobs thinking he might take one, but he was just looking at it for curiosity. But that was such a trigger for me. It was always like, every time you opened that app,
It was a habit. I was just always wanting to see what was the best job you could take at the time in that career, in which country, and what perks you could get. So, of course, I'm not interested in that anymore. I'm a software engineer.
Have you deleted that app?
It's deleted, yes.
Oh my God!
A long time
I manifested that because I used to imagine him deleting that app.
Yeah, I have no need.
I didn't even check, by the way. I'd obviously let that one go. Right. Nothing to ask. Just happy to see his beautiful evolution. That's interesting because you have evolved a lot.
Well, I was going to say a minute ago, you said, like, why? Why did it happen now? Why is it this time? Maybe I just needed to grow up. I don't know, like people do just change in their lives, don't they? Maybe this was just the time, the age that I needed to be for this to happen. And I was a bit too young and stupid before and just wanted to travel around and be an idiot.
Yeah.
Maybe.
See, Johnny isn't thinking about this in terms of manifesting terms. He's just thinking about what he went through in his life. And actually, it makes sense for me because yeah, you were going through what you were going through, and in my mind, I always used to think he's not ready. But then I started to change the narrative in my head, going, well, maybe I'm not ready. Maybe it's me that hasn't been ready either. So maybe we are ready now. Maybe we can be ready. And I started to change that, because when I was looking at him, I kept thinking, he's always running off. Maybe he's just running away, and he was. You were running away from a lot of things, really. And I think you were running away from like our connection, because you knew that I would probably challenge you in a different way, and it would require a different version of you. I like this one. What is it that you love and adore about Corrie?
Oh. You're very... It might be something you might not expect, actually. You're very, like, witty.
All right.
We have lots of in-jokes. We actually have a message between us where we just... Lots of, like, funny shit that we said.
Yeah, basically our Facebook messenger chat has been reserved for just stuff. Mostly that I've said.
Yeah,
that's made us laugh.
And it's, yeah.
And we just keep adding to it. And one day we want to make a picture of, like, all of the funny stuff that has been said.
I think that's a real big part for me, though, like the sort of sense of humour. We understand each other on a humorous level. We can it's just like be sarcastic about stuff and yeah.
It's like playful, isn't it? We have got a playfulness about it.
Yeah, I don't know why that one... Obviously, there's so many other things. That one just
like what?
Came to my mind first.
What are the other things? Look at me looking for external validation here as I tell other people not to do it. Although it's fine to actually look for external validation sometimes. But also, it's also nice to hear from someone the nice things that they have to say about you.
Yeah.
What are they?
Everything. Every reason that I love you. You're witty and beautiful and kind and I could list a whole bunch of adjectives. I think you know already, though.
Well, that's nice.
External validation.
Yeah, external validation. Honestly, I never do that. We never have this conversation.
No,
so
we
it's
don't.
quite
Yeah,
nice to hear. Right, so the next question is, what you felt when Corrie was distant and when she sent you the emoji. So what did you feel like when I wasn't really talking to you? And then also what did you feel when I accidentally sent you that emoji of me going...
Whenever we weren't together in a relationship, and like even when we weren't talking at all, and maybe we weren't even friends on social media or whatever, I always had the same feeling that, well, it's not over, we're going to be back together someday. So I guess at the time I don't feel like it bothered me that much, because I just thought, like, I just felt like I knew, like, no, it's not the end. Something's going to happen. See, that's
where I think you were manifesting me. Like you had more of a confident like idea of the future than I did, but I had all of these insecurities and like was looking at you all the time for like, does he love me? Does he want to be with me? And all of that sort of stuff. I was going through like my own sort of weird hellish thing while you were just like, I know we're going to be together, it's fine.
Yeah. And I never think about things in manifesting terms. Like I never say stuff like that. So maybe there's something in that. Maybe if
everybody's
you don't actually think about manifesting, then maybe you just do it.
Exactly.
Maybe
this is why people drive themselves insane with like trying to manifest, when actually if you feel into how you actually just feel about something or someone, trust it and let it be, let it go, get on with your life, then things manifest anyway, you know? And I think that's what happened whenever I just got on with my life. Like suddenly I'd get a message from you or something out of the blue, and it would be like, oh, you know, when you're, someone said earlier, colouring in your life, doing things of, you know, interest in your life, making your life interesting, getting on with it, like doing things that you enjoy, then things seem to shift and change and you evolve and, you know. So basically you also said to me once, I remember you saying, oh, it feels like you're always there in the background and it's kind of annoying. I remember you saying that.
Yeah, but it's like us. We were there in the background. There was something, that thing, unfinished thing that was going to happen someday.
Yeah.
And then when I got that message from you, when the thumbs up, thumbs down emoji thing, that made me laugh, and it was just nice because I thought something's gonna happen.
I didn't. I thought, shit, what have I done? I've messed it up. I didn't.
I thought you did it like
deliberately,
like it was an accident. So I thought, yay, right.
Oh, it was annoying because I was kind of like what actually had happened was I was feeling really sad and I was really lonely, and I was in Bologna in Italy, and I was missing you, and there was a song that I had on that was making me cry because I was like, it was reminding me of you.
I think I was in England at this time.
You were in England, yeah. And I was coming to the end of my time in Italy, going home, and I was just so sad that we weren't talking, and that I'd given up on my manifestation of you coming to Italy and everything. And
we did go to Italy.
We did, so it happened in a roundabout way. But I was like looking through our message chat, and then accidentally clicked on something, and then I was like, oh no, I didn't mean to do that, because I was thinking he's going to contact me at some point, which you would have done, wouldn't you?
Yes, yeah, it was definitely going to happen. Yeah. And interesting that you were manifesting us being in Italy together. And okay, it didn't happen at the time when you wanted it to happen, but it still eventually happened anyway.
And then, right? Oh my God, I've just realised
something. So
it's
still there, it was still happening, you weren't thinking about it, and it was in the background. I don't know, I don't really know.
But you know what's also so weird is that Noah was conceived in Italy.
Yes, he was conceived in Palermo, wasn't he, in Sicily?
And I just realised that, I just put that together. But also I have an idea of a manifestation which you can come back to in maybe next August or September and see if this has happened. But I want us to go to my manifestation spot in Perugia with Noah.
Yeah, of course. Come on, we don't even need to manifest that. That's obviously going to happen.
In that time, because I want to go at that particular day.
We're definitely going to do that.
Right.
I like Perugia. Perugia's nice. Go to Perugia.
Go to Perugia. It's a forgotten part of Italy.
Yeah, it's not like the obvious place to go, like Venice or Rome or something. But it's nice. It's okay.
Yeah, this thing, going back to this evolution thing, someone said that it's beautiful to see your evolution. I mean, you have evolved within our relationships, like, so much, and from the
professionally as well.
Yeah, I mean that in every way, in your confidence, in your sense of self, like, you've grown so much. Mm-hmm. I mean, even to me, as soon as Noah was born, it was a big transformation, and like,
of course, that's
and
I think every dad has the same thing. Like, as soon as there's suddenly a baby here, and they're like, "Whoa, okay,
dad
mode."
Exactly. I'm just trying.
So it seems like it's a big shift, but
someone said, "Did you always know? Did you always know that you'd have a baby with?"
Yeah, but I thought it was going to be a girl.
Yeah.
I honestly thought it would be a little girl called Bella.
Well, we both thought that, didn't we?
But I didn't just think it just because you said that. I really believed that. Maybe even before you'd said that.
Maybe that will still happen, but we both.
Nope. One's enough. Can you imagine having two?
I can't.
And right now trying to figure out the nap times and everything else, and having two of them, we just never sleep, ever.
At the moment, this is how we both feel. We both feel like just cannot imagine going through that again.
No.
Can't just.
One's enough. One's difficult.
I think maybe one of the miscarriages that we had was maybe that was Bella, and she's already in essence with us all the time, or I don't know. Who knows? Maybe we were wrong. Maybe because Noah was a massive surprise, wasn't he?
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, this was not planned.
It was completely unplanned. Who knows? Maybe Bella will surprise us one day. Who knows? We don't know. So let's see if there's any
Maybe
more.
Bella will be a dog.
Oh, the other thing is, everybody always asks, what did you feel like when I was manifesting you? Basically, it's the same question. You've already answered it. You had a feeling of me in the background all the time.
When exactly? When you were in Italy and I was in Korea?
Yeah, I mean, that's a definite... Because I wasn't consciously doing it as obsessively as I was doing it, like, the rest of the time. I think it was way easier to manifest our relationship whenever I wasn't doing it, like, really obsessively all the time and thinking about it all the time. Whenever I just let it go and got on with my life, that was better and much easier. Just... Yeah, all the obsessive stuff was actually really what I don't recommend anyone to do, right? Because I don't think it's good for anyone's mental health at all. So what I was doing when I was like really thinking about you a lot, though, were you even thinking about me that much, or were you kind of getting...
I think people want to hear something like, "Oh, you were manifesting me at this specific time, and I could feel it at the same time." But realistically, I don't think that's I don't think that's realistic.
No.
Realistically, I don't think that's realistic. I think it's just like a general feeling all the time. I don't think it. But then I don't know. But I just, as I said earlier in the video, I had this. It is always like in the background. We're going to be together someday. It's going to happen. So, was that because you were doing all these exercises? I don't know. I don't know, and I can't say like we'll never be able to know if you were manifesting me at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
And I was feeling something interesting. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
In answer to your question,
Possible, isn't
we
it?
don't know.
No.
Sorry.
But maybe more like a general feeling.
But
rather
that is
than
interesting.
A direct.
It is interesting, and
brain to
who
brain.
knows why. I mean, it could be that I also do believe that, and I absolutely definitely know this to be true now, having lived in our relationship, that you have taught me so much about myself and about things that I needed to learn about myself, attachments and anxieties that I've had about relationships and intimacy and everything. Like, I have learned a lot that has helped me to learn to heal those things on my own, you know, because you haven't been able to do it for me.
Yeah, it's good because I didn't even try to do any of that stuff either. I've just been myself. I didn't actively try to do anything, but it's good that it's
But we've both
worked out.
evolved a lot within the relationship, haven't we? We've both grown a lot, and we've had to learn a lot about relationships.
Yeah, lots of change.
Particularly how to love yourself and how to like really look after yourself.
Yeah.
And by the way, it's not always been easy. We've had many arguments. We are not the perfect.
Even recently.
Yeah, we're not the perfect. We're not just. No, I don't know. We just
from it.
We have things that we're evolving through, you know, and we don't want to make it look like it's all sunshine and rainbows all the time, because we go through our stuff just like every other couple. And you know, I want to be real about that. You just said, just off camera, Johnny just said to me, it's really hard to answer the question, why do I love you? Because I just love you.
Yeah, basically, yeah. It's. I feel like all those things that I said earlier, like with the adjectives and stuff, like they're just words, and I feel like it should just be implied anyway. You
just do. That's the thing as well. I feel like that as well. It's not like I'm like, oh, you have this, and this about you. It's more just like
checklist.
I'm drawn to you, and that's the way it is. You know, I think our relationship has been the most impactful. Definitely the most impactful of my whole life. Has taught me the most in my whole life, and has. Been the most life-changing. I don't know anyone else in my life who's impacted me as much as you have. I mean, even before we were together. Yeah. You know?
No, you've changed me a lot. And you've taught me a lot of vocabulary, like SP.
And, like, dysregulation.
I didn't know before. Dysregulation, yeah.
Yeah. I have to say, you're dysregulated.
And you're right, I get it now. But if you'd told me that, like, 3 years ago, I'd been like, what?
It's really hard sometimes. Because I'm a coach, it's really hard to stop myself from trying to coach Johnny.
You do though.
I have to stop.
It happens.
And it's not like it's something that I have to work on myself. But
I think it's something I can't really accept a lot of the time as well, because we're too close.
Yeah.
I think I need to. If I've got something to work on, it'd be better if I speak to someone else.
Exactly. And I've had to really like know that. Oh look, I'm trying to fix him, trying to make things better, trying to control it. I have to like go. Okay, don't do that, because that's my own like sense of me looking to find safety outside of myself in you, you know?
Sometimes though, from a guy's perspective, actually it's quite nice to be with a girl who wants to fix you a bit. That is quite nice.
Don't say that to people.
Not too much. Don't change him completely.
No, you don't want to be
controlling or
no,
anything.
You don't want to be codependent.
It's nice to know that you wanted to help me, yeah.
Yeah. It's nice to be with someone who cares about you, basically.
Yeah. Yes.
Not someone who's trying to fix you, because you don't like that. The amount of times you've said to me, "Stop trying to change me." Well, you've said that to me before.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Depends what it is.
Yes, I've tried to sort of say something in a roundabout way, and you'd be like, "I am who I am. Stop trying to change me." You know.
Don't try to change my my core personality too much. Like,
No.
I have certain beliefs that are mine, and I want to stick with them.
Yeah. You see, this
even
is
if they
where
bother people.
I think that what I'm doing is I'm going through my own learning process in this. Like, this relationship has been such a like container for me to learn stuff about myself, which gives me the opportunity to be able to share it with other people. But definitely there's still things that we're evolving through, you know? And yeah, it's a journey.
It's a journey, yes.
But yeah, those are the main ones today, and we've gone way over the 10 minutes we'd set out to do this. But
cool.
Yeah, hopefully you guys find that interesting or useful. If you would like to come onto the Conscious Creators Masters Academy, then there are still spaces left. You can book a one-to-one appointment with me to talk about, you know, if you have any questions about it, tell me where you're at in your life. If there's anything that you have any questions about the academy, I can answer them then, and we can see if it's right for you. There's also a payment plan if you would like to pay in instalments for that. And yeah, thanks for watching the video, guys, and we will see you in the next one.
Cool, yeah. Thanks, guys. I guess you can put this in the playlist of the videos with my SP stuff.
Yeah.
I've seen your channel once or twice. I know you have that. It's cool.
Yeah, there's a special playlist just for me and you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
See you next time.
Bye.